Welcome back to another off-the-line performance video. Behind me here we have the 2023 GR Corolla and our brand new catted downpipe. Let's get right into it. Starting up front, we have the cast 304 stainless elbow with the OEM bung location, and also it retains the same mounting point as the OEM downpipe. Moving on from our cast elbow, we have our 4-inch high flow Jesse certified and EPA compliant catalytic converter, and down from that we have our 3-inch flex bellow. Now the reason that we put this bellow in here is because we have heard complaints of solid aftermarket downpipes cracking the oil drain, and this is our attempt at preventing that from happening.
Jay can't do this alone, so I'm here.
We'd also like to note that we retained the OEM O2 sensor bung locations, and we have this handy slip joint right here that allows you to kind of adjust where you need to be and allows it for an easy installation. All right, we're going to jump right into the installation. Step one is going to be to remove the factory airbox so we can get to the primary O2 sensor and the OEM downpipe mount location. So the tools you need to start this is a Phillips head screwdriver as well as little nippers. You're going to unplug the O2 sensor and you're going to slide it off to the side there. Then you're going to want to grab a 14mm wrench and 14mm socket and a long extension for your ratchet. What would you say you need, Eric? About a foot and a half?
Yeah, the longer the better, just so you don't have to fight it down there.
There's 3 bolts. There's 2 that's in focus right now and then 1 on the side going into the transmission. That's what you're going to want to take out. You can go ahead and just store this in your pile of OEM parts because you will not be reusing this. Because the downpipe is supplied with a new bracket and new hardware. You're going to take out these 2 10 mils up front here, and then these are 2 12 mils for your cross member. Up here you got 8 12 mils for this entire cross member right here.
Also to note, these are not OEM bolts because it has an aftermarket catback on it. You will have spring bolts from the factory.
Whoa, what aftermarket? what aftermarket catback could that be, Eric Isaacson?
It's our prototype catback that we're testing right now.
Prototype.
Then you gotta remove not remove them, but undo these spin nut clip thing. I don't know what they're called. They're just like little nuts.
So essentially you're gonna sag this side down over here, and then this side down, so you can get the heat shield out of the trans tunnel. That's not even a trans tunnel. Out of the tunnel going through the center of the car. Like we said, you're gonna sag this side, and then we're gonna take out this heat shield. Okay, so this one and the front one are gonna be gone, and then you should be able to sag that, right?
There are 2 plastic nuts to get this heat shield off.
It's pretty intuitive. I mean, you think they need to see it? It's pretty, I mean,
no, just
they're holding them on.
Yeah, you gotta remove this back one.
You'll figure it out. You gotta fold this guy down here, and then you'll see them. There's only 2.
2 plastic nuts, see? These little guys.
So now we're gonna be removing the catback bolts for our
OEM bolts are 14 mil.
For our secret catback. Oh, okay, the OEM bolts are 14 mil, and they're also spring bolts, so this isn't normal.
This isn't normal.
It's gonna look different on video than what you see under your car. Unless you see this after you've already purchased our prototype. Then it'll look like this, but if you're OEM, then it won't look like this.
This is what you'll take out of the OEM catback. It's 2 of these spring bolts.
Okay.
We're going to remove this secondary O2 sensor. If you remove the bracket and the sensor out of your way, it just helps a lot with clearance and stuff. We're going to remove this because we're going to transfer it to the new downpipe. Here comes that long extension again to get these spring bolts up here out. There's 2 of them up here. Struggle bus. There we go. Bring that guy out. So now that you got that out, let's get this heat shield out of the way. Then we gotta get this heat shield out of the way. This one. You got a 10 mil right there, another one right there, There's one up in the tunnel, and then a plastic one clear up here that I'm almost too short to get. I'm actually going to leave this in here because we need to loosen up the drive shaft bolts and the carrier bearing to get this out. 2 bolts have to come out, 2 14s. They do have a steel washer on top of them. Make sure you don't lose them. These guys right here. And just let that hang.
What? Say that again?
The heat shield has to come off. So there's 2 12s, one on this side and one on the other side. Make sure you don't lose those bolts because they're hard to find after you drop them in there. This one you can come from the wheel well. Usually what we do is just take this heat shield and slide it over here, if I can. Just lay it over there. Whoa. So we got the drive shaft undone. I'm going to slide it back, down and over to the side. Then you can finish getting this heat shield out. There we go. Just like that. A little 12mm ratcheting wrench. Go in the correct direction. Alright, the fun part.
All I see is your bald head, dude.
Don't be looking at my bald head. Let's look at the cat. You have to spin the cat around, backwards pretty much, to get it out.
Alright, so you spin the cat.
So you have enough room to maneuver it up here like this. Mm-hmm. I'll probably screw this up the first time, so.
Alright.
But you got to get this bracket over the drive shaft mount. And then you get it out, just like that. It does take a deep well socket to get the primary out of the cat. Because I put this nifty heat shield on there, and a shallow one won't work. So. We're putting the prototype back on. You can see it's in one piece. You can put your new one in like this, but I wouldn't advise it. I'd put it in 2 pieces. Now we go back in. Oh, I forgot the most important step.
What?
There's a dowel pin in the turbo that we have to pull out. I can kind of show you. Come here. Okay, so the OEM cat has a location dowel that we need to pull out of the turbo side.
Do it.
Because we did not put it in ours to allow for little variances and stuff and different cat backs and stuff like that. So you just need a pair of needle nose pliers. These little guys. See if Jake can get a close up of this guy.
Yeah.
Let me get the clamp off here.
Alright, go off, King.
See that pin right there?
Let's see. Wait for it. We're almost there, dude.
You ready for me to pull it
I
down?
see it, yeah.
See if I can get it out of your frame.
Oh, you're good.
Oh. Maybe I can't get it out with these. There we go.
Ooh.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, actually do that. There you go.
And save this little pin. Don't throw it away.
While you have both downpipes off, it is really easy to transfer your exhaust hangers and your donut gasket from one to the other while it's on the ground. And now we're going to be putting the heat shields back in before we put the downpipe on. That's an important step. Do not forget that. Otherwise, you got to do it again.
Again, we fucked up.
Why?
Because all those heat shields are supposed to go back on.
Before the downpipe? All right, so what you want to do, you want to have your drive shaft sagging. You got to have your downpipe off to get these little guys back in. Do not forget this step. I was gonna say that shit's in backwards, my guy. Even I knew that, dude.
I wasn't looking at it.
Just roll it over that.
And they're flexible. They won't break.
Yeah, you ain't gonna break them. You'll be fine, but it's just an important thing to not forget. Them little guys, just lightly in,
yep.
Barely in.
And thread them in a couple threads.
So they get out of your way. Don't let it drop on your forehead, though. That'd suck. Step
7.
Something.
Don't say
Alright, so like I was saying, your downpipe clocked this way to the left. You're going to put it in, and then you're going to roll it to the right. Not very far, like it doesn't have to be dramatic, but that's what he was doing down there. I just couldn't show you. Now he's down there throwing the V-band on. Again, can't show you. We'll just all look at the back of his bald head there and admire it. So if you remember our heat shield from earlier, this is it. Dangling right here. If you can see it. This guy right here. And this needs to roll back on top of, I'll do one-handed, there we go. Back on top there. Oh, I'm hung up there. And it should line up just like, where's the bolt hole? I can't see it. Should line up just like that. And there you go. A little difficult to see in there, but it's kind of intuitive. As long as you get that heat shield, there's a bolt going in the side there, and then one going in the front there. So
I can't see where I'm going. Because you're in my way.
We'll admire Eric's back of his head again. Take these bolts back out.
Just take them out. That's why you only thread them in a couple threads.
Yep. Let that thing sag again. So that way we can come down here and get this end of the drive shaft back in the car. Go ahead and thread your bolt in there.
I'm going to put them bolts back in the middle now.
Okay.
In the carrier.
Now,
loosely again.
We can loosely put these things back in there.
Where'd my washer go?
One of them rolled away.
Where did it go? It's very important.
It rolled that way. There it is, right? There.
Gee, I hope you're not putting any of this in there.
This is bloopers.
I hope not.
Look at this OEM garbage. No, I'm just kidding. It's not garbage, dude. Ours is just better.
It is better.
I know it's better.
It is better.
Flows more. It's thicker, dude. It's got more what's it called? Volumes. It's got more volumes of air going through it.
If that's what you want to say.
Well.
Got the drive shaft back in. The carrier bolts are snugged up. We're going to put in this O2 sensor.
Say it loud, dude. Say it proud.
I'm not going to say it loud, Jay.
Okay, we're putting in the O2 sensor so you guys can hear because Eric can't talk loud.
He wants me to yell at the camera.
Yes.
I'm not yelling at the camera.
I'm not yelling. This is how I talk.
I don't want to yell at these nice people that are watching our videos.
What if they're not nice?
They are nice.
What if they need yelled at?
They don't.
They got wives for that, Jay.
Exactly.
I think they need yelled at to go to our website and subscribe to our email list so they can get a discount of $300 off of our downpipe. What do you think about that?
I mean, you're not wrong.
That sounds like a lot of money.
Can I? Yeah, that is a lot of money. That's like another part. You can get a whole nother part of your car for that much.
Probably staring at my bald head again.
I got that problem too, Eric. It's okay. Bald is beautiful, they say.
Bald is beautiful. All right, heat shield is in. Now it's time to we're gonna bolt these two guys together right here. The cap back. Our what's it called? Our prototype.
How do you
cap
forget
back.
the word prototype?
I don't know, dude. 'Cause I'm trying to film, make sure everything's all nice.
How do you forget a word like that?
Because you just do, okay? I want to note that we are using our prototype downpipe because we've actually sold out of all of our downpipes, and we're in the process of getting more acquired. So if you guys put in an order, I think our wait time is 2 to 4 weeks. So if you want a ceramic coated, that actually adds 2 weeks to the process. So you could be looking at about a 6 to 8 week turnaround time, depending on where you're at. Like I said previously, if you subscribe to our email list right now, you get $300 off of your Corolla downpipe, which saves you a lot of dough. So.
It should take you about 2 hours to probably put this in.
Two hours, you think?
I'd give 2 hours. If you're working on jack stands, that's what I would say. If you're working on a lift, maybe an hour and a half.
So this is what you'll be receiving.
We got one out of the package too.
Look at that. Not bad.
That'll be all your hardware that you'll need to install. So this mount will go in place of the OEM mount down there. We'll give you two.
How does it sit, Eric? Let's see.
Well, let's try to get an angle on this.
How do we orient it?
It sits in there like this. Downpipe's over here. That little nub is right there. So you're going to put this mount in there. You're going to leave all the bolts loose and get them all started. And then once they're all started, you can snug the downpipe one first and then cinch down the ones that go into the transmission.
We are using the prototype, and it doesn't.
We're using the early on, actually the first prototype one. We're using the first one still.
That's because it's good. Because Eric and Justin kind of went crazy on the design, right?
I mean, it just works. We've had zero issues with them. Zero problems in testing. Everything's been good. So after you get the mount in, make sure you plug in that primary O2 sensor up here.
At the time of you viewing this video, there could also possibly be a short ram intake that we have, because we do have another one. We have a prototype of that too. But box back in, downpipe on.
Should we start it?
Let's start it for the people. Start it. Let's hear it.
You think they want the valve open or closed?
Closed for sure. All right. Here we go. This is with our prototype exhaust. Hey, that's pretty good.
There we go. Perfect install.
Are we done?
Yeah. Are you done?
No.
Is this video done yet?
Nope.
Is it edited?
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
So that's going to be it for today's video. Like I said previously, go on our website and subscribe to our email list, and you will get 20% off of this downpipe, which equates to about $300. So you're saving quite a bit of money. There's Andrew.
This guy just riding through, dude.
And also, with that email list, it will keep you updated when our prototype
all the new stuff
comes out, which might be soon. But yeah, it'll just keep you up to date, and we have a lot of new stuff rolling, especially coming into the next year. We're gonna have a lot of stuff getting pumped out. So thanks for watching. Yeah.
Stay up to date.
Thanks for watching. Peace. Stay up to date. Have a good day. Tell your mom hi.